Anthropic have been shipping features this week. 3 big features I want to highlight. The one that came out is auto memory. The only reason I still use ChatGPT is because ChatGPT has an extensive record of who I am, what I do, my interests, so that I don't need to put that in every time. When I talk to ChatGPT and I'm say, hey, I've got this idea about my newsletter and I'm wondering if I can use the Nano Banana Pro, the new Nano Banana Pro 2, how could we connect it with the newsletter? It knows what newsletter I'm talking about. With Claude, unless you specifically invoke it and you tell it to go and look at another chat or another project, it doesn't remember about you. The only thing that's kept me using ChatGPT is this memory bank that it has about me. If you are doing a project and you don't want your questions about a fava bean stew to leak into your project building a social media post, then you would use projects, and projects are going to have their own confined memory. Outside of that, having this auto unified memory is handy, especially for people who don't want to mess around with Claude MD files and managing their agents' memories themselves. This makes it a more friendly consumer product. Claude now remembers what it learns across sessions. This is what makes ChatGPT sticky. This is what makes it difficult to move off ChatGPT. Because when you go to Gemini and when you go to Claude, it doesn't have that memory of you. You're going to get worse results than when you use an AI that you've been using for years. Claude have finally put it in, which is going to help Claude to be more sticky to users. You can now think of Claude MD as your instructions to Claude and Memory MD as memory scratchpad updates. Consumers shouldn't have to think about this. Don't talk to them about markdown files. Just let them use the damn thing. If you do want to look at the docs, you can get into the detail, but this is fantastic. Remote control. I think the Claude Code and the Claude team are looking at how people use it, the use cases, what's going viral, and then building those features into Claude Code. OpenClaw was a proof of concept that showed the public had a hunger for a persistent and proactive assistant. Perplexity, they just released Perplexity Computer. Claude are pushing out features. Remote control is basically you can start a project in your terminal, then you can pick it up on your telephone. Powerful when it comes to your workflows because you are no longer tethered to one location. Claude will keep running on your machine and you can control the sessions from the Claude app. I chat to my OpenClaw through WhatsApp, and that changes the experience of using AI. It becomes about text messaging. OpenClaw, scheduled tasks. Then when they woke up, they'd have a full report with what the competitors were doing, what they had to do for the day, potential speaking engagements. They could see news. That's stuff we can do with a cron job hooked to Claude Code. Claude have made it easier by giving us scheduled tasks. So Claude can now complete recurrent tasks automatically, a morning brief, weekly spreadsheet updates, presentations.